Well, we got the video you guys were waiting for, at least some of you guys. Jet ski revival. Me and my dad dug into it a little bit. All we did is take out the battery and look at things. Took some pictures, but finally got it home out in the light. I mean, this compartment's just off and seats up, but yeah, I'm gonna start digging into this. Some mystery liquid down there. And yeah, we're gonna start to charge the battery, see if it holds anything for charge. I don't know if I mentioned this in the video where I said I was gonna do the jet ski revival, but only wants to steer right. So the cable's either bad or just jammed up. Yeah, we're gonna pressure wash it and I guess wheel it in the garage. All right, we're gonna try to drain all this oil / mystery liquid. We got it leaned kind of onto the gravel. We're gonna take the plug out and put a little bit of water in it, not a lot. And then we're gonna power wash it. Then we're gonna siphon the gas out. Because as you can see on the gas tank, right about there, you can see where it gets darker. See it sloshing a little bit. Basically full of gas, so none of it's good gas. You can smell it. It does not smell good. We got it charging. Usually there's something that pops up here, so I don't know. I'm wondering if for some reason it's not actually taking any charge. I just find it weird. I mean, it's no good way to get onto this terminal. It's barely clamped on, but it's on there. But we're just gonna let that charge. So yeah, this is our setup. We got it kind of tipped back. Then we're gonna start draining it here soon. Spraying some degreaser in there. Trying to get kind of everywhere. Well, sprayed some cleaner on there. It faded the paint pretty good, so we're just gonna rinse it off. And hopefully the paint don't look too bad after this, so I'm gonna rinse it. We're gonna take the drain out for the first time, try to get oil and all that garbage out. There, look at that. Try not to hit it on the ground. It's rushing out. Oh, there's all the oil. Just globbing out. Well, we're gonna spray some more in there and try to get more of that oil out. But yeah, now it's mostly water in there and we're draining the water out, and then I'm gonna get the leaf blower and try to dry it for the most part. Got this looking not too bad. Definitely is better. Yeah, we're gonna start to try to dry this off. Well, I just got the jet ski pushed in. Probably not gonna work on it too much tonight. I don't know if there's any sign of battery coming back to life, but probably drain the gas maybe tonight. Shined up actually pretty good. Probably wipe it down with a rag. We're gonna try a first little bit of siphoning. We might have to take the neck off there to siphon the rest of it out because it's hard to get the hose in there and get it all the way down, but we're just gonna try the first little bit and hopefully don't blow anywhere too much. So I pumped quite a bit out. Probably can't even see it. I can't even see it in person. But looks like it was like up there about, and it's maybe half tank right now. Still pumping. Well, I think I got most of it pumped out. This tank is like almost half full. Pretty sure that's a 5-gallon tank. A little more than half full. I don't see any gas on the tank there, so, but I keep getting like little blips of gas and then I don't, so I think it's most likely pretty dry. So yeah, I don't see any on the side of the tank when I look, so. Alright, so we got it all siphoned out, the gas. I just wiped it down a little bit. Tonight we're gonna put a fan just in this compartment and then leave the seat open to blow all that moisture at least to the back, if not out. And then I noticed that the spark plugs, geez, that came off too easy. This one's the wrong one. I could tell that one was the wrong one because there was a piece of said BR on it, so the other one must have broke and they just put a random one in. So we are just gonna take off that one. Hopefully this engine is good. If it's bad, that could be the end of the revival. So not much on the plug. Of course it won't focus, but see, the wire should fit on there like that, maybe a little on there more, but otherwise, yeah. So I didn't take any of this part. It was that, oh gosh, these hiccups. That one was already loose. That one was missing, so yeah. Then I gotta figure out what all this oh my gosh, this stuff does. I know that's the choke. That's the key. I think this is the start button. And that's the oil. That's when you fold the seat down, you can't see it. I think this is for the pumps. And I don't know if that's a reserve, oh gosh, a reserve switch. So you can see there's two things coming out of the gas tank, so I bet one of them is a reserve switch. Alright, it's the next day. Dried out pretty good, actually. I mean, there's some water. I don't know. There's a little bit of oil in there, but couldn't get all of it out. And I'm going to, is this, nope, that is not the right size. Okay. But we are going to try to take apart the carb. So the story behind this jet ski was, I'll just give you the full story right now. The guy that had it before liked the Vikings, so he repainted it purple. And you can see it's kind of not the best paint job. Painted over the grips, except for that one. Here we go. But yeah, that bolt was already missing. There we go. But yeah, he liked the Vikings, so he painted it purple, I guess. And then he had it running after it was repainted, and he went to start it one day, take it for a drive, and it didn't run that well. So he gave up on it, and he, it's an interesting air filter. definitely a little, I don't know what that is. We're gonna vacuum that out. It's like not really foamy, even though that's what it's supposed to be. And then the carb is just under this, just these Allen screws. But yeah, the guy gave up on it and he gave it to my mom's friends for free. And then they didn't do anything with it, so then they gave it to me for free. So I took the carb off. I got one of the nuts off, but there's 2 washers. And, well, I got both of the nuts off, but I only got one. Hopefully it didn't fall down there, and hopefully none of the washers did. I hope they all fell on the side, because that would not be good if it fell in there, to say the least. So I have a magnet. I'm trying to fish down there and find that, but yeah, 2 washers missing. Hopefully didn't end up in there, because that would not be good. So far I found both of the washers, still not the nut. So yeah, but I did find other things. I found like an Allen wrench for like a drill, or not drill, gosh, can't think of the name. And I found a washer. It's in there, not any of the ones for the carb. And I still haven't unhooked that line. I've been looking for that nut, but hopefully it's not down there, but you never know. Hopefully it's just down in here somewhere. But yeah, so we hooked up the booster pack quick, and I just attached it to the terminals. And I got the motor to click, so hopefully it's free. And still haven't found that nut yet. So I ended up finding that bolt. It was just gummed up in oil so much that it wouldn't stick, oh gosh, to my magnet. So yeah, I got the carb on. Just gotta connect the gas lines. The carb wasn't that bad, actually. It was like there was no gas in it, so that's good. Then we're gonna throw this top piece on, and then yeah. So I got it to turn over. I have just the booster pack hooked up. I probably should put the battery back in line, but it turns over now. I took that guard off because I just wanted to see how it was spinning it, but I took the plugs out to make it spin a little faster. I got the right plug for it, and here, we'll spin it over. So I don't know if the booster pack is just running out, or if it's hard to turn for the motor, or what's going on really, but I don't think I have any spark. I tried to shoot a little gas down the cylinder. Oh, there's a grease zerk. Probably won't hurt to grease that. Probably never has been greased. So yeah. So I checked for spark and I greased that down there. And turns over pretty slow, which is not good. So it could be stuff in here is all dried up, which would not be good. I'm just throwing this together so it's somewhat together. Wonder if that battery will do anything. Not a thing. Didn't think so. That's why we gotta use the booster pack. I just threw this stuff in there. That's not how it goes. I just threw it on there because I'm gonna be quitting for the night. And yeah, I know for sure that plug has spark. I think that one does. So yeah, hopefully they do. I did shoot a little gas down there just to see if anything would happen, but nothing did, because it won't spin over that fast. But it's weird. You let it like sit for a little bit, and it'll spin over fast for a little while, and then it'll slow down. So could be that whatever is in there is dried up. I don't know. Hopefully not, because that would not be good. But yeah, Gonna quit for the night. Got a decent amount of stuff done on it today. So we picked up this for the jet ski so we can run it not in the water. And we had a new theory, me and my dad. There could be a bunch of oil that drained into the bottom of the engine. And there are drain plugs. So we're gonna try to take those out and hopefully there is oil in there, because we had it happen on a sled before and it would turn over easy for the first couple times and then it'd get hard. So we're wondering if it's just a bunch of oil and it's trying to compress it, but it won't. So yeah. We are going to try to find the drain plug, I think. Really hard to zoom in here. Not that bolt up top, but I'll just try to show just the bolt there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's 2 for each cylinder. So, yeah, and then we're gonna throw this on. Just goes, that piece goes right there, and then we attach all that. But yeah, it's like 25 bucks. It's pretty good. Not terrible, I don't think, price, but then our other theory was there might be like a mouse nest in the exhaust or something. So, but first we're going to try to drain the oil out of it. So yeah. So I think I found the drain plug. I got it loose. It actually came off not too terrible. I took out the plugs just to maybe make it drain faster. We're hoping there's oil in here, because that would solve our issue while the motor's turning over slow. Gotta make sure we don't lose this washer. It seems oily. It's just like a leaf or something on there. Just gonna set this down over there. Huh. It's like a leaf. I don't see any oil coming out. Maybe a drop. Which is not what we were going for, but this one's gonna be a bit trickier. I can already tell. Here, I'm gonna wipe off my hand. So I took out those plugs and they had oil on them, but nothing really drained out. I can't really smell oil on it. I don't know, but they're oily. Wonder if we can leave the jet ski over on this side, because the drains are on this side. It's not a 4-stroke motor where there's oil supposed to be sitting in it all the time. So, unless we try to turn it over, if that helps for some reason. But, I don't know, because it is on the stand leaning towards this side. So, yeah, I'm gonna try to lift this, gonna tip it on this other side a little more. Alright, so I read a little more and apparently we're supposed to turn it over. I thought that's what we should do, but yeah. I took the tether out just because we don't want it to spark, because that oil could ignite if it comes out and it would be on fire. So took that off. We got a fire extinguisher nearby, so, and I just moved them just in case. But yeah, we're gonna read a little bit more and I think we just have to turn it over. And hopefully it'll shoot that oil right out. So I read a little bit more and it looks like we're supposed to have the spark plugs in when we do it, which is a little weird, but we're gonna do what it says, I guess, and then throw them in. I'll make sure there's nothing on them. Screw them in. Probably won't tighten them down, but just have them finger tight. I don't know if it needs the compression to squirt the oil out maybe, or what it needs, but, and then, yeah, I guess We're gonna try to turn it over and hopefully it spits out that oil. Well, we're gonna go get the battery from the Cub Cadet, but first we're just gonna drive the Cub Cadet up here. So yeah, we're gonna do a little Cub Cadet update for you. Find a keyhole. Okay. There's bugs flying around. I want to make sure they weren't bees, because they are going crazy right now. So pop the choke out, put about half throttle, and then try to do this with one hand. So let it warm up for a little bit. So, it still turned over slow and we couldn't get really any oil out. We got some out. So, we dived into the electrical stuff. So, cleaned off this positive wire. Positive wire does not look healthy at all. You can see it. It's holding on for dear life, so that could be a part of it. So we're gonna get a new one of them sometime. Cleaned off all these washers. They're kind of corroded and rusty. So yeah, this is the setup of the Cub Cadet battery, and I hooked it up to the things and then didn't turn over fast, so yeah. So we hooked everything back up, still the same thing, so we don't really know where to go from here other than maybe voltage regulator and maybe try to find the ground way down by the exhaust. You can't even really see in there. So that's about the only simple thing we really have, but I think it's down in there. So, but yeah, still turns over slow. Might put the drain plugs back in, just because I think if there was a lot of oil in there, it would have came out. But here, I'll show you what it does. So, well, I decided to take the ground wire off to clean that, and I finally got it off. It's in a really bad spot. So I had to take a hose off, and then I got that wacky contraption in there with an extension, a swivelly extension or whatever you'd call it. Another extension, 13 mil. Then you can't really get a wrench in here, and I'm just trying to clean it, but I can't really do that either. So kind of hoping for the best there. And then I cleaned these off washers for the, gosh, to put that wire back on. I need to clean that wire too, but yeah, this works well if you just do that for a little bit. Shines it up pretty good. Well, I got the negative terminal reconnected. I checked that other one, it looked fine. Not any corrosion on it, actually. Tried it and it still did the same thing, so now we gotta dig into that little box there and hope it's something simple, but you never know. But at least we've narrowed it down. Only thing I think it could possibly still be with cables is the positive cable that runs, or is supposed to run from the battery to that box. It's pretty sketchy, like the wires are showing and some are disconnected, so I wonder if it's not getting enough. I don't know. It's weird. So we're gonna get a new one of them soon and dig into that power box, I guess. So, because it basically drops in voltage as soon as you start turning it over. So charge that battery for the Cub Cadet. Well, I kind of got everything cleaned up. I hooked every hose and everything back up. Then I was just kind of digging around the bottom, just looking at things, and found this random hose. I found a hose that's not even connected. But everything else goes to something, and I think I'm gonna run water through it before it gets dark here, just to kind of see what happens. Which I would think it'd be fine to run it without the motor running, but I guess we're gonna find out. But yeah, here's the setup. Just hooks right onto there. Then I think I have our little red rubber thing that came in the kit right here in case it leaks, I think. So I think we're gonna wheel it outside, ratchet strap it to the stand, and wheel it out. And hopefully it doesn't flood the motor for some reason. I wouldn't think it would, but I guess we're gonna figure that out. Well, I wheeled it outside. I got the hose hooked up. Doesn't look like it's tight, but it is. And I guess we're gonna turn the water on. I don't think anything bad would happen, like it wouldn't flood the motor or anything, but I guess we're about to find out. Okay. Water is running through it. Oh, yep, there she goes. Okay, that's good. Whoa. So that line is filling up. It's leaking out of somewhere. I don't like that. Not sure where it's leaking out of. I think I need to turn that off. Probably enough water running through it. I just kind of wanted to see what happened. This hose started to fill with water and it goes to the engine, so I think it's fine.
This one then?
No. This one, it goes to the engine kind of down there. So hopefully that was supposed to happen.
Yeah, probably goes through some water jackets.
Well, it goes to that thing back there, I think. Yeah. Well, we got the jet ski in the garage for the night. And then I guess, oh yeah, tomorrow we're going to get either a new cable or just cut that and put it down a little bit. Then we're also gonna go into that little electrical rambunctious mess and I guess see what happens, and then hopefully fix whatever problem, and then maybe a couple other little things, and then hopefully have it running soon. That'd be really nice. But yeah. Well, that's gonna be it for today's video. We should have part 2 going up this weekend, if not next week. Next time we are going to dig into the silliness right there, the, I guess, wiring, and see where we're losing voltage, and then hopefully get it turning over faster, fix the steering problem, where it only wants to steer to the right, which is weird, and then, yeah, we're going to try to get it running next episode, I guess, and then try to get it to at least pop off and then get it running here, and then might possibly have it on the water before the snow hits. I mean, we have a while, but, before it's, it's warm still. But yeah, it's going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and next episode we hopefully will get it running. So yeah. See ya.